Courtney,
Yes, teacher.
wanna call the Planning Institute of Jamaica in front of the class
Hear the
for
news.
me. Courtney,
Me hear the news.
Jamaican people,
Come here.
let me take off the headphone because I'm probably going to go on bad.
Yeah, take it. You know where you damage yourself, teacher.
Jamaican people,
Planning Institute.
Jamaican people, Lord, me ear I grow up, it just I get in here, so but me ear really grow, you know, look there. Jamaican people, come here, come here.
How we got talk? Me hear him.
Jamaican people, call the Pioj for me then, please. Courtney,
Yes, teacher.
you ever see much homeless people in the country? Like how you see them now?
Every day somebody new come on the street.
Jamaica, the Pioj is saying that poverty in Jamaica has fallen to a record low in 2023. Poverty.
What can go so?
Dr. Henry.
You know what people pay me short?
How much people pay you what, Courtney?
Short.
For the taxi fare.
Driver, this me up.
How much them a give you? $100.
$100.
How much else?
120.
How much else?
130.
Then now give the 150.
No. Driver, me short. Driver, beg you drive.
Dr. Henry and Pioj, they said that poverty in the country has reached a record low of 8.7. 8.2%. Courtney. But when I think about it, poverty is absolute and poverty is relative. You have absolute poverty, Courtney, and you have relative poverty. You hear what I said, Jamaica? You have absolute poverty, and you have what? Relative poverty. But poverty are poverty. You have so many ordinary Jamaicans living in relative poverty, meaning they're earning, but I'm teaching tonight, Jamaica. I am teaching you tonight. You are earning, but your earning does not qualify your standard of living being satisfactory. You heard what I said? Go and research relative poverty and absolute poverty. So if it is that the country has fallen in 50% record with what? The poverty levels. How is it there has been a sharp increase of almost 2.5 million Jamaicans not able to eat a proper meal? How is it there is the Gleaner report that state? How could they even substantiate this argument when in truth, Courtney, the statin and Pioj was not able to complete the census? Remember, people were owed for the census to be completed.
Yes.
So how is it they are able to come up with this economic update outlook? So I am saying, how is it almost 2.5 million Jamaicans unable to eat a proper meal? And you are telling me that Pioj is saying to me and you that poverty is at an all-time low. You don't say this government and its agencies are on a high-level propaganda. Look at the high level of absenteeism in our schools. The high level of absenteeism. Remember, people say the absenteeism is at a high right now. A teacher said, on Thursday and Friday, no people no come to school in a St. Elizabeth. Because what, Courtney? No money for the mother to find to send those children to school. And the government is saying today that poverty is at 8.2%, the lowest they have had in the last 34 years.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach.
Yes, you have to hurry up and make the call because I feel like for bonfire tonight, you know.
Teacher, I like Andrew and him emissary them I tell you here, but tell you what them I use. You see the housing project when I do I give away one house, and that's my use and I lift the people life better. People life not better. Look for the people that Damon Crawford find the other day in a St. Thomas where they back a guard.
Oh yes.
Look for the people them that so in a song down in a rocky pint. We can't find bread at night time. You understand? When you check the amount of absenteeism from school, and when you check it out, the people them can't find money for sending them picnic to school because them don't have it. And many of them are do days work and they can't even find yard to cut sometime because everybody these days are trying to do their own because they don't have no money. And tell Andrew one say me want my money, me want me raise a pay because me say some ministry get them 3 increment and me not get my one. My pay come short this month, I second month in a quarter. Favor, me want my money, me want me $2,000 favor. Come up the favor.
Why you say? Wait. Why you say, Ed girl? Talk to Favor again. Talk to her. She gone, Courtney. She said, Favor, me want me $2,000. Ball out, Favor.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Imagine. That is a working professional a ball out tonight. So she won the $2,000. So I spoke about relative poverty, Courtney. And that working professional is in relative poverty.
Want our money.
She want her money. You know how many teachers, you know how many professionals in this country this government has made a pauper. You know how many police and soldiers and doctors, Courtney, this government has made a pauper. So there would be classified the relative poor. Professionals who are what? Relative poor. And then you have those who are the pauper. That this government not even looking at them. What are talking about?
Hungry.
Those who are very hungry, Courtney. Those who are on path. Many of them calling to say, Andre, the park money short this month. You there on me all the time. I hear the calls me get. Claudette can tell you sometime. The call she get, she say, Andre, I know you're going to deal with this one. The indigent Jamaica. You know how many people are below the poverty line in this country? You know how many people not even earning $15,000 a week? You know how many of them, Jamaica? So when I hear Pioj, Dr. Wayne Henry coming out to argue that poverty is at its all-time low of 8.2%, Courtney, how did Dr. Henry come about propagating that? Because there is not enough spending power. The country is in an economic recession. The people cannot buy. The people cannot spend. There is glut. And when there is glut, what happens? Saturation. Nobody can cross it. So I honestly believe the statistics are doctored. Just as how some of them got doctored for PhD. The statistics got cooked up. Is wonder where them cook it with, Courtney. I wonder if for them cook it with coconut oil or chicken back fat. Because this looks like it's chicken back fat them use. Chicken back fat, highly. Lord, me St. Thomas friend they call, you know. Lord, that the one we bust up in Liberty for Morgan Heritage. Hello, good night, St. Thomas. Hold on, the St. Thomas. Yes, St. Thomas, what you saying now?
Quickly now, I just want to tell you that my brother was one of them who did the statin, who took the statin thing.
Yeah.
The census. And him and some of people in friend them don't get paid up to now. And it don't turn over most of the information. So their status is incomplete. And him said, to them not pay him, him not hand over them tablets. But them don't pay him. Up to now, them not pay him. So most of the information with them up there is incomplete. That's a lie.
So, oh Lord. So I want to know. Work with me. Thank you, my friend. Hear what she said? Hear what St. Thomas said? So how them come up with the statistics if the workers them not pay? Courtney? Absolute poverty is a situation where individuals cannot afford basic necessities like what? Food, shelter, clean water, often measured against a universal standard, such as the World Bank poverty line. Relative poverty, on the other hand, is a situation where a household's income is significantly below the average income in our society, meaning they are excluded from participating in the standard of living within their community. I want to ask Jamaica tonight, Courtney, is this a serious thing? This is a slapping in the face of decent, hard-working people. This is a slap in the face because here is a reality that people can't buy lunch, Courtney. People can't afford transport. People can't pay them utilities bill. Then can't buy food supermarket, not even. When me tell you, Courtney, sat them go and market. And the vendor look at me and she said to me, say, several vendors look at me and they say, Andre, the people not buying and the things cheap. You ever hear sweet pepper for $50, nobody not buy? You ever see cabbage for $80 and $40 and $50 and nobody not buy? It has spoiled. The money. You ever hear 1 pound of pepper for $2.50 and nobody not buy it? Yam $2.50, $300 and not even a pound the people them buy. Pop chow $50, $80 and nobody can buy it. Unless he says something wrong. Unless he says something wrong. But they are hell-bent in creating this narrative. They are using state media and using their agencies to create the narrative that one, people are better off. But I want to ask Jamaica people. I want to ask the professionals tonight. I want to ask nurses, doctor, firefighter, soldier, police, teacher, administrative people, civil servants, corporate people, because you have corporate people, you know, and enough of them. I want to ask you tonight. Are you better off now than you were 9 years ago? Are you, Jamaica, and this is a serious question now, are you better off now than 9 years ago? As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it even clear. Are you better off than February 25, 2016? That's when he took office. I want to ask Jamaica tonight, because Pioj is saying that the country is in where? The poverty rate is at 8.2%. And it's first I see so many people hungry. So many people homeless. So many people are suffer. So many people are cry. So many people are bawl. So many people are bang them belly. So many people are live hand to mouth quick.
Of course. Day to day.
So I am asking the people of Jamaica tonight. This is a serious question I need to ask the people of Jamaica tonight. And to the Pioj. What constitute you living above the poverty line? Having television? Having fridge? Having toilet? Me go ask them, you know, what constitute you being above the poverty line in this country? Having a microwave is what? Luxury. Oh. But when I go and look in the fridge of many, not even no water in them.
Empty. Barren.
Me no want to talk some of my friend them business. Not even no water in the fridge them. You know when you go in the fridge tonight, you just see Courtney, 2 dry up onion, a parsley, scallion, one piece of garlic, 2 buckle of water, a chill. And when you go in the freezer, not even 1 piece of meat, you know. Not even 1 piece of meat. Pure ice Courtney. And if any cuttings there now, are some cuttings where them pull it back. But Jamaica. What constitutes Pioj? What constitute? It's a solid and serious question, Courtney and Jamaica people. How did the Pioj come up with this statistic? How did they look at you and I and tell us that 8.2% of the country is living in poverty? 3 million of us, and they're saying it's 8.2% of the country living in poverty. So you're saying the Gleaner report that said that 2.8 million people can't eat a healthy meal is a lie? If it is Courtney that them say 8.2 million, 8.2% minus 8.2% out of 3 million people, and tell me how much people they must live in a poverty. Somebody can do the maths to me, please. Anybody can do the maths to me, please. I think we have 3 million people live in the country, right?
Yeah.
3 million people live in the country. Somebody do the maths and send it to me quick now. You know me not the brightest. In the maths. Imagine somebody just type it and tell me now. 3 million people, and then say only 8.2% of the population in a poverty. Anybody can minus the 8.2 and tell me is how much is that? Courtney, do the maths no? Somebody tell me no, man. 3 million people living in the country. So them I tell you it's about 24,000 people are living in poverty.
24.
No. Them basically I tell you say I only about 250,000 people. Them I tell you tonight Jamaica it's about 250,000 people are living in poverty.
What can go so?
As a matter of fact, 246,000 to be exact. But when I look at the reality, Courtney, when I go into St. Thomas, I look at the people in St. Thomas suffering. When I go in Montego Bay and Hanover, and Westmoreland, I see the cries of the people. When I go in St. Elizabeth, and when I go Clarendon and Manchester, when I take a turn, go up a St. Anne and St. Mary, not to mention all the people in Portland suffering. When I come in at Kingston and I go up in a Olympic Garden, and I go and I look and bend in a Tivoli and go in a Denham Town. When I look and I see and I go in a Waterhouse and Cassava Peace. When I go in a Sea View. When I go up on Nannyville and down a Mountain View. When I go up and back to where the one with Joel and them did live again round there, so. Up round there, some man. Round at the back at round a papi in there, some man. None of them round there not even have toilet, you know. Land lease. People of this country. When I go to Riverton Meadows. My goodness. When I go in a Callaloo bed. 246,000 people died. People of Jamaica. When I go up a Mud Town. You know why I get the name Mud Town? Muddy. People of Jamaica. Can you believe? The government wants to tell you. The government wants to look at you and tell you tonight that is only 246,000 people living in poverty. So many working professionals in this country. So many working professionals in this country find it hard. So it looked like they doctor the facts. It looked like the facts are Dr. Jamaica to sell ice. It looked like it has been. No, when I think about it, Courtney and Jamaica, this is an insult to the people. And this is a level of misinformation. There's a level of misinformation. Level of misinformation, which is also deliberate. And this is what you call propaganda, Jamaica. Deliberate misinformation. And I'm asking the people of Jamaica, are you one of them in the 246,000? Because when I looked at that United Nations report, United Nations said that almost 2 million Jamaicans can't eat a proper meal. Eating a proper meal, an inability to eat a healthy proper meal, is a clear sign of absolute poverty. If 2 million Jamaicans cannot eat a proper meal, it is indicative of the status of the Jamaican economy. It is indicative of the status of the social dilemma happening in our country. It is indicative of how policies in government has not revolutionized the economic advancement of the people. It is indicative that the people of the country are suffering. It is indicative, Jamaica, that we are worse off. So they are going to sell to you for the next 2 to 3 weeks. That is only 8.2% of Jamaicans are living in poverty. So I am saying to you tonight, based on what the government say, wanna stop tell lie. Wanna not living in poverty. Wanna have the money, wanna hide it in the bank, hide it under the bed and hide it in the bosom. Didn't Andre move from one home to the next? Isn't that a testament that poverty is striking? What is this? You know, I'm not going to get caught up. Is another labor right that?